All right, so now we're going to do the Explore More that is in your textbook on page 68. And you're going to want to also open your notebook to page 88. So here is where we're going to end up filling in what we find out in this Explore More. So the Explore More on page 68 reads, bar graphs are often used to present information from surveys. Take a poll of your friends and family and ask them what their favorite ice cream flavor choice would be if they were given the options of chocolate, strawberry, and vanilla. Then create a bar graph with the flavor types on the x-axis and the number of people on the y-axis. Don't forget to give your graph a title. So I have a whiteboard here that we are going to use as my example, but you might have slightly different answers for these questions. So I asked my family what their favorite was, and there are 7 people in my family. And so I asked them, and I had 4 whose favorite was chocolate, 1 whose favorite was strawberry, and 2 whose favorite was vanilla. All right, so it wants us to make a bar graph. When we make a bar graph, we're going to make an x-axis and a y-axis. And when you make a graph, I'm going to put this here, the x-axis is always along the bottom and the y-axis is going up. So here I'm going to draw an x-axis and our y-axis. And along our x-axis, we're going to have our flavors. So I'm going to have chocolate, strawberry, and vanilla. I'm just writing their abbreviations here. And then along our y-axis, we're going to have the number of people. So I'm going to try to make them evenly spaced. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This can go as long as it needs to. And then what you do is you come in and you say, okay, chocolate. I had 4 people whose favorite was chocolate. So I'm going to come up here and I'm going to make a line at 4. I'm going to make a little bar so that this shows, and I can maybe color it in, that 4 people like chocolate. I had 1 person who liked strawberry, so I'm going to look at 1, make the mark, and make my bar. And I had 2 people whose favorite was vanilla. So I come to the 2 line up here and fill that in. So that's all we need to do. It's a bar graph that shows us what our information was, so we should label it. So I'm going to label it as favorite ice cream flavors. All right. And I almost forgot, we should also label our axes. So across the bottom for where our flavors are, here we should just write flavors. And for our y-axis, we should label number of people. So I'm going to use a pound sign for number, but you can write out number if you want. So there. So we have number of people on our y-axis and our flavors on the x-axis.